Today, we're going to talk about the Budapest markets. There's a couple of different areas, but they're very close to each other. And I'm just going to say this right off the bat, this has been my least favorite place for markets so far. Although it's festive and fun, the ridiculous prices on food and drink totally turned me off. And it made me not trust the price on any of the goods for sale either. But even though it left a bad taste in my mouth, I still want to do a full review for you because it does have its charms. If you watched my Bratislava Christmas market video, you'll remember that I said each city seems to have its particular theme. Vienna was all about the glühwein and Christmas decorations, Bratislava was all about the food and drink, and in Budapest, it's all about meats, sweets, and ceramics. A weird combo, but that's what it was. The two main areas are by St. Stephen's Basilica and the Vörösmarty Square. I really don't know how to pronounce that. The wooden huts were very cute, and at the Basilica, the proximity of each one to the next made it feel very cozy. There was mulled wine and other drinks, and I even saw blueberry wine, which sounded kind of intriguing. And there's chimney cakes galore. A chimney cake is a sweet yeast dough that's wrapped around a cylinder and baked. You can get it coated in different things like cinnamon and sugar, coconut, poppy seed, which I got, duh. You can even get filled ones. Strudels are also popular here, but they're different than the kind of strudels they sold in Bratislava. And these come in various flavors as well. And sweets booths. There's lots of booths with beautifully displayed sweets and bonbons and truffles and macarons and whatever else they sold there. It all looks very pretty. And of course, langos. Remember, I ate one in Vienna, but Hungary is where they originate from. And there was lots of meat, especially beef. I thought there was a lot of meat in Bratislava, but Budapest puts it to shame. So much meat. Beef, deer salami, sausages, you name it, they had it. One thing about the food in the Budapest markets is that they had very large booths, almost like an outdoor restaurant rather than just a simple stall. They had a lot of cute decorations mingled with food and alcohol booths, jewelry, kind of touristy goods, and some products that I didn't see as much at the other markets were toys for kids, fur and leather goods, and lots of ceramic goods. I have to say that at the Budapest markets, everything was displayed really well and visually appealing, and it was fun to just walk around and look at everything. You can start at the Basilica and then head down Fashion Street to the square. The square is more of the goods you see at the Basilica, with a much larger area dedicated to food. They were playing some kind of Zapp and Roger type Christmas song when I was there. In fact, anytime I was there, they had non-typical music playing. I loved the goods in this area. They were just so cute and so many ceramics there. And there were a ton of food options for you to get a real meal. I went back at night to see everything lit up and the markets were buzzing with energy. The Basilica has projections on it in the evening, which was pretty. It was a little too crowded for me, but it would definitely be a fun place to hang out with friends and family and soak up the Christmas festivities. The square actually wasn't as festive feeling at night as I thought. Yes, it's lit up nicely, but it had kind of an open, cold feel to it. Fashion Street had tons of lights and looked very glitzy. It was fun to walk down. There is another small section of booths by the square, but this is kind of boring and it's a lot of very generic touristy items. I didn't even film it at night because it just looked like light bulbs on the booths and not any kind of fun Christmas lights. So now I'm going to delve into the prices and why it put a massive damper on my experience at the markets and why I didn't buy any of the cute ceramics that I liked. Of course, there will always be markups at these markets. It's a special event and there's a lot of tourists. But the markups on the food and drink here were at a minimum twice the price of getting it elsewhere. You can definitely find goulash for under 2,000 forint. And at the market, I saw it going for over 4,000. All those strudels, I saw them going for 1,200 and I paid 600 for them at a strudel shop. Now the chimney cakes, I paid 600 for mine, but I saw a place selling them for 500. At the market, they were going for 2,000 forint. And I know this is separate from a Christmas markets, but it does have to do with tourist traps. The Great Market was further confirmation not to trust these touristy marketplaces. I saw a bottle of wine by chance for sale at Lidl for just over 4,000 forint. When I was at the Great Market, I saw that same wine being sold at multiple stalls. I thought, hey, that's the wine I saw at Lidl yesterday. But when I looked closer, I saw all the stalls were selling them for 8,900 forint. I completely distrusted the price on everything I saw for sale at the markets. Now, obviously, if something is very special to you and strikes a chord with you and you find value in it, then buy it. But for me, nothing caught my eye enough that I was willing to fork over what I knew would be at a minimum at twice the cost of its real price. So while the markets in Budapest are fun to walk around and a real visual feast for the eyes, I was so turned off by the price gouging that this market is at the bottom for me. Stay tuned for other Christmas market reviews though, because I have more coming up.